Great. Hi, welcome to the National Book Express online news. Today we have this wonderful boutique store, which is actually a bookstore here in Singapore, that's going to tell us the story behind it. Please tell us more.
That I need was very low. So after 7 years, I had the ability to set up a bookstore, and I think that there's a purpose for me to do that, and that's why I set up Boutique last year.
Now, when you set up a boutique bookstore, which is actually a pop-up store, is that correct? Stores come and go, especially the smaller ones. But you managed to survive. So what would be the one advice you give?
Well, I'm just 2 weeks old for this pop-up. The past 1 year, I don't pay anything for the venue. Okay, so I don't think I'm in a position to comment on this. But on the other hand, it's like all kind of businesses. The person who is in charge of buying the products is very important. Okay, he or she can kill the business. Okay, or make the business prosper. So the bookseller must really know what to buy and where to buy and where to get them cheap. But having said that, if the person who is running a bookstore has a commercial mindset and is really into like making money and expansion stuff, I think that would totally lose sight of the bigger pictures, because nobody set up a bookstore to make money, seriously. I think that the main objective and should be to enrich the soul of people and not just for profit reasons. That's secondary. That's secondary. I mean, you can't lose money. If you lose money, you can't carry on that mission. Okay? As long as it's sustainable and you keep it going, I think that should be the direction that booksellers should be heading.
What's next for boutique bookstore?
Of course, we're looking at a permanent space. Okay, and that will depend on how well we'll perform in the next 2 months. Okay, so but even as we grow, we're not looking into mega store, big stores. We always try to keep it small size, just like the one in Paris, the Shakespeare Company. They have been that size since wartime until now. So, but they're small but purposeful, you see. So it serves its purpose and people like it. It has a wide array of books. I think that should be enough for a bookstore to really be what it is for.
Who were your heroes in the past that actually influenced you to set up a boutique bookstore?
Okay.
Were there any bookstore brands that appeal to you?
Okay. The book that I read that inspired me that gave me the courage to start boutique is do what matters. Do what that matters. Something like that. Okay. Do something that matters. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is by the founder of Tom Shoes. So Tom Shoes basically buy one pair, he will donate another pair to kids who don't have shoes. So, and obviously like every businessman, at the start it's always about inventory. Like, what if you can't sell? What are you going to do with the products? So Tom actually wrote a pro and con list, which I remember that if he can't sell his shoes, he'll give them away to his friends. So for me, if I can't sell my books, I'll give away. So it's the same. So it's really about doing something with a purpose, like Tom did, and I was inspired by that. But somebody in the book industry that really that I follow as an example is the late founder of Shakespeare Company, George Whitman. Okay, I read his biography and books about this bookstore, and I was really amazed when I was reading it at how careless he was with money and with his books. He would just leave his register open, and sometimes passerby would just grab some money. And he housed a lot of people who are creative people who are homeless. So I'm not sure whether they're greedy or not. So anyway, he suffered losses, in terms of the cash as well as some books, but he didn't give a damn. And his reasoning was like, if the book benefits the person who stole it, then good for him or her. And I feel the same way. Just 2 days ago, I walked out of my bookstore with 2 customers in my store. And when I came back, she said, "You just walk out like that?" I said, "Yeah." "You're not worried?" I said, "Well, if anybody is gonna take any book and that book benefit them, why not?"
Amazing. How can our viewers find out more information about Boutique Bookstore? Do you have a Facebook or
yes,
website?
You can check out writerboutique.com. Yeah, Facebook Writer Boutique. Yes.
Well, once again, thank you for joining us and giving our viewers more knowledge about Boutique Bookstore. Once again.
Thank you for having me on your show.